Hello everybody, welcome back to another beer review. This is actually going to be the last review in this apartment, so hope you guys didn't get too attached to this setting. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing this beer right here. It is the Kaiju Krush. And for all intents and purposes, we're just going to say it's from Melbourne. It's from like a suburb of Melbourne, but regardless, from Victoria, Australia. And yeah, also really good beer. So let's get it all popped open and tasting today on Beer Lay. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Again, a very nicely golden pale colored beer. This, I'm not sure if this is quite filtered, but it is definitely a lot clearer than the XPAs that we've had. This isn't an XPA, this is a tropical pale ale, whatever that means. Yeah, nice soapy head on top. Again, when you pop the can open, you just immediately get hit in the face with a bunch of like super fruity, super tropical hop aromas. Get a little bit of like a little bit of beer yeasty must to it. A lot of like citrus, oranges, melon, apricots on the nose. See how it tastes, why don't we, huh? Very fruity. A lot of like pineapple, oranges, grapefruit going on in there. I'm not sure if there's any fruit actually added to this, but it is definitely there on the palate for sure. And if nothing else, if you see on the can, there's like a fruit basket boat thing going on there. So definitely a fruity beer, just a little bit of sweetness, mellow bitterness, not overly bitter or anything like that. Quite refreshing, quite light on the whole flavor, on the mouthfeel and everything like that. Nice crispness as well. So let's actually get the brewer's opinion on what this beer should taste like. It says Kaiju Krush tropical pale ale. After generations of kaiju interacting with the local flora, a new species arose. The fruit juice found the balmy weather and laid-back pace in tropical climes to their liking, settling many remote islands, but always on guard for those who would seek to exploit their mouth-watering juiciness and impeccable balance. Yeah. So these guys are kind of weird. They're really into like monsters and stuff like that. I'll talk about that in a little bit. They've actually revamped this can. Before there used to be this like big pineapple monster on it, and then monsters are kind of a theme with this brewery. Like I said, we'll talk about that in just a second. As far as like what this thing would pair with, or good drinking situations to have this beer, definitely summer beach. Something that's super refreshing, something that you can drink when it's warm outside. It is quite flavorful. There's quite a lot of fruit going on in there, so it's not a juice bomb, I would say, but for a standard pale ale, I mean, this thing is only 4.7%, only 30 IBU, so it's a pretty standard run-of-the-mill pale ale, and it's a pretty flavorful one at that. So definitely really good though. Yeah, let's talk about the brewery a little bit. So Kaiju Brewery, originally when they first started back in 2013, they were going to call themselves the Monster Mash. So again, getting into this whole thing with monsters, all of their beers that they have always have like a monster on the label and is in some way kind of associated with some kind of monster. And unfortunately there was a certain energy drink that did not like them calling themselves Monster Mash, so they had to change their name. So they actually settled on Kaiju, which in Japanese means strange monster. So again, tying this kind of whole thing with the monsters in, they call all their beers after something monstery. Usually on the front they have some kind of monster. This one just apparently doesn't for whatever reason. But yeah, monsters. So yeah, like I said, they were started back in 2013 by Nat, Callum, and Clara. We're from the Melbourne region, like a little southeast of Melbourne, but you see this beer pretty much all over Australia. It's pretty easy to find in, Dan Murphy's or other bottle shops of that sort. So again, a relatively new brewery. They've only been around for about 6 years. And again, they're putting them in cans. So that's really kind of a theme that we've been seeing as well from Australia. We did the Pirate Life Stout, that was in a can. The 2 XPAs that we did were also in cans, and this guy is also in a can. We still have more cans to go. We're just gonna be hitting the cans all day long, man. Just hitting the cans. But as I've said in the past, I find that cans are the best vessel to store and transport beer in, so I'm not by any means disappointed in that, especially when the beer inside is this good. So yeah, Kaiju, they have this one, which is probably their most famous or most popular beer. They also have 7 other beers that they have on their website. I'm not sure if they're exactly seasonal or if they're year-round, but I've only really ever seen this one in stores and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I like especially shop, you'll see other beers of theirs, like in the Melbourne area. With that being said though, they are very IPA oriented brewery. They have like a IPA, a golden IPA, a red IPA, a double IPA, a black IPA. And so hop forward beers are really their kind of specialty. But again, as I've said in the past, Australia, you don't want to have a lot of dark, heavy, strong beers just because that's not the kind of climate that you want to be drinking those beers in. So this is a perfect beer for Australia. I can definitely see why this is so successful in the Australian market, just because, dude, this is a really good beer to have in the summer on the beach, I'll tell you that much. Wish the weather would be a little bit more Australian today, that's for sure. This beer is also on the Gap's Hot 100 beer list for 2018 at number 8. So we talked about that a little bit last time with the Balter XPA, which was sitting at number 1 at the moment. So also really good beer, highly rated, and it's not a hype. It's a really good, easy drinking, flavorful, robust beer. I'll say that much. Alrighty, well I think we're coming down to the end of this guy. Delicious beer, the Kaiju Krush Tropical Pale Ale out of Victoria, Australia. That's now the fourth Australian beer to run. I'm thinking next time we're going to change it up a little bit and maybe do something not from Australia. Is that okay with you guys? Do I have any objections? I'm just going to do what I want. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Great beer, really super light, fresh, summer type of beer. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and as always, don't forget to write your representatives and tell them you support common sense gun control legislation. So, see you guys next time on Relay. Peace out.